Hey everyone, so today we're going to be making a really cute Easter card, and I'm super excited because I'm guest designing over at Twine. Woo! Go me. And so I wanted to create something that's fun and, you know, Eastery. So what I'm going to do is I started with a 4x4 square here. This is watercolored paper. You can use heavy cardstock, either way. And I'm going to lightly spritz over that. And then I also have an acrylic block here, and I have placed a puddle of water on that. I'm going to be taking the three different things. This is the shimmers, and it is let's see if it says, oh, Sea Monkey. This has a little bit of a shimmer in it, which is fun. And then I have these. This is Mr. Huey's Bluegrass, and then I also have Bonnie Blue. So I'm going to very sparingly use these two here because they're more of a teal, and I want the background to be more blue. So I'm going to start out with my Bonnie Blue and just give it a good shake there. And then open it up and place a couple drops on there. And you can see that there's not much water because it just soaked into the paper. So I want a lot of water on there. Spray some more on there. There we go. And I'm just going to do one color at a time and kind of move it around a little bit. And you can use your paintbrush if you need to help move the color, and add a little bit more water. Make sure the edges get a little bit of blue in there. And then what I'm going to do is take my heat tool here, and I'm going to dry this so that I can build colors on top of it and keep adding them. Okay, so just take water, and this time I'm just going to add water kind of in random spots where I want it to be a little more heavy. Not on the whole card, and this will keep most of the color in those spots that you've added color to. So I'm going to do one, actually I'm going to use this little bluegrass here, just one little tiny drop on those. I need more water on there. And make sure that this area has some good water flow. There we go. And then I want this to be darker with the blue for sure. So a couple drops of the blue. Add more water. I want it to kind of look like darker clouds. And just to have a little bit of that green hue behind it. Do you see that right there? How it just has a smidgen of the green? That's what I was going for. You can take this here too. And now I'm going to, you can let it dry or dry it yourself. Okay, so there is the background, and it's all dry and beautiful, and you can see that I used my heat gun here. And when you use your heat gun, instead of letting it air dry, you can manipulate the water to dry in certain areas a lot darker, which gives it that kind of cloudy feeling, which is what I wanted. Okay, next I'm going to take some red tape, sticky strip here, and this is a thicker one. I think it's a half inch. I think it's about a half inch, yeah. And I'm going to place this, I think I'm going to place it right here at the bottom of this blue part that's at the very bottom right there, showing all the way over. Give that a good stick. Cut the excess off the back. Okay. And really burnish that down right there. Okay, so take that tape off there. And then comes the fun part. This is Holly from Twine, and I haven't used it yet. I'm so excited to use it. So, how I use these, keep these papers so I know what color I use. I like to take them, wrap them up like this, and then insert them in the top. And then whenever I need it, I can just pull it out to see what color it is, to refer people to it. Okay, so I'm going to start here on the edge, and I am going to go down the tape and then twist it very close together and go back up. Now they don't have to be completely even. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Here we go. Let's see if my fingers don't get in the way. Okay, so kind of hold one side up and then go down. So we're just going to do that the whole length of the card. Okay, so there is my row of twine. Now you have two options. You can leave it looped like this, or if you want more of a grassy feel like I do, I'm going to cut mine at all the different lengths that they are, and then kind of fray them out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to give mine kind of like a little scratch to kind of get them a little more frayed. Oops, I missed one right there. There we go.
Silly.
That was silly, huh? Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, so next I'm going to take Spring Has Sprung from the Alleyway Stamps. I'm going to be using this bunny here, the egg, and possibly the little inside of the egg. This. And we're going to use some Memento Tuxedo black ink and ink it up really well.
Because it's really, really big, you could tell.
It is big, huh?
I'm the chick, just so you know.
Oops, move your hand, baby doll.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, help me, push. Okay, let it go. Perfect. Here, I'll give you a baby wipe and you can clean it, okay? Here you go.
Keep on not baby.
No, you're not a baby. The baby wipe. Okay, and then let's grab the Easter egg here. And I actually think I'm going to do the Easter egg instead on, I think I want to do it on a patterned paper. This Sweet Girl pattern paper is really, really bright. Found this paper here. Let's see, yeah. So I'm just going to ink that up and stamp that. Oops, I stamped it to the side a little bit. Perfect.
Can I cut it out?
And then I'm just going to take and color in my bunny, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've colored and cut out my little bunny here. What I'm going to do is just take and cut along this line right here, up to about there, because I want it to look like my bunny is holding it. Now there's also a trick that I want the ear to be in front also. So I'm just going to take and very carefully make sure you cut down the middle of the black line. Otherwise, you'll be able to tell that you cut it. This way you won't be able to tell. You could also just use an X-Acto knife and cut part of the ear. I just find that this is a lot simpler. So I want this to go there and it to go under my bunny ear. Get and take a piece of regular tape just to keep those two together, and also it keeps it so it doesn't look like you've cut it. Okay, so I have some totally white trendy twine here. I'm just gonna cut myself a little piece here. And then take some, there it is, it's hiding over there. Tombow Mono Multi Glue. I love this glue because it dries clear. And I know that I want it to kind of swoop down, not too low because I do want my sentiment to be on it. And it's okay if it goes behind the bunny. So I'm going to go like this and put a little line. And then place my twine down on that line. Like that. And then this I'm going to actually tape behind so there's no raw edge showing on both sides. I have these cute little mini clothespins from Pretty Pink Posh. Just open this. Take one of those out. Actually, instead of a sentiment, I think I might do a carrot and hang a carrot, just part of one. That would be cute.
I need scissors.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, so I just have a little carrot here and I just need part of it. I totally forgot to leave part of this up for my clothespin, so I'm kind of pulling at it. Oh. And then I'm going to place my carrot inside the clothespin. Like so. And then I want this guy to be dimensional. And my sweet, awesome friend Christine sent me some 3D little foam squares, and they're tiny, and I love that because the ones I have here in the US are so big. And I was really looking for these little tiny ones. So she sent me a bunch. I'm so excited. Ooh, and they're super sticky. Okay, and just place that with the grass over it. Kind of like that. Okay, so I'm going to take my tape runner and place that all along my card. Now I'm doing it on my card instead of doing it on the back of the actual piece that's going on the card, because that piece has so much dimension and it's kind of a little warped from being watercolored. So it's easier just to apply it directly down to the actual card. Okay, so I'm just going to take and make a couple bows here. You just, if you need, shh, honey, no running with scissors. If you need to learn how to make these bows, it's called The Perfect Bow Every Time on the Alleyway Stamps YouTube channel. Okay, so there's two little bows, and I am just going to put a little dab of glue on each one.
Hi.
So Liberty just brought me her card, and Libby, read it to me. What does it say?
I love you so much I could cry.
I could cry. To Mom from
Liberty.
Liberty. Oh, I love you so much I could cry too, Libby. Thank you for the beautiful card. I love it. And she put little shimmers on hers too, the Wink of Stella. I felt like it needed just a little bit of something. So I'm going to be taking these Sparkling Clear. These are 4mm from Pretty Pink Posh. And then I'm just going to take and place these. If you had a little tool that helped you, that probably would work best, but I'm just going to use my fingers. These kind of straight. Oops. Okay, now I feel better about my card. Here we go. So there's my card, and Libby's almost done with hers. There's a dab of glue for both sides. And then where are you going to hang your carrot off of?
Right there. Then he's like,
So you want it to go like this so you can't see it? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Perfect idea. Okay, here you go. Here, I'll slide it in right there. You push it down where you want it.
And he's gonna eat it.
Okay. You don't want it hanging on the clothesline like it's just hanging, or you want him to be eating it?
Be eating it.
Okay, good imagination. So here are our 2 cards. Libby! While I was making my card, Liberty was making hers, and instead of doing the sequence just across, she wanted to do it all the way around her Easter egg. And her bunny is eating the carrot off of the little twine. And she did her own grass. She did everything herself. So it's pretty good for a 5-year-old. So we hope that this inspired you to go and create something that is
Perfectly imperfect.
And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.